guys, welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. As you can see by the title of this video, I'm gonna be cooking 5 nights of dinners and sort of show you, hopefully it gives some inspiration. They're quite easy and healthy meals. Another video maybe showing you dinners in the Thermomix that we enjoy, that I like to cook. So I've just been grocery shopping this morning with Harper on my own for the first time. As you saw at the start of this video as well, that little clip of her in the trolley. That's the first time she's actually been in a trolley. So that was really exciting and that was a lovely memory, her first time in the trolley and the first time coming shopping with me on my own. So that was, and she was very good. She was very good, I've got to give her that. So we're home now and she's just been sitting happily there whilst I laid out the groceries to give you a bit of a grocery haul as well. Show you what I bought for the dinners and then just general stuff that I had to buy. Yeah, so now she's napping. So now I'm going to get into this video while she's napping. So yeah, let's get in. I'll show you the grocery haul first. So I'm going to start with the produce first. We have usual baby spinach here. Every week we buy some bananas, broccoli, lemons. I have lemon water every morning with a bit of apple cider vinegar. That's for that, and also the meal ideas I'm going to show you as well. Apples, I eat them. Asparagus over here, obviously for dinner. Capsicums, they're also for some of the dinner ideas. Onions, the dinner ideas. Mushrooms, I like to saute them up for lunch as well as for dinner ideas. Mangoes, Kelvin, zucchini, dinners. Avocado, we have that on wraps and sandwiches. Lime, strawberries, I have strawberries. Blueberries, I have blueberries every morning in my breakfast. And then over here we've got the chicken thighs. They're for a dinner idea I'm going to show you. Chicken breast, they're also for a dinner idea I'm going to show you guys. And our usual bread. I got these wraps this time. They were on special for $5 and I just thought I'd try them. I like the ones with all the seeds and grains. And then just some mustard we needed more of. Almond butter, that's for a recipe I make, but it's a Thermomix one. Yes. Sun-dried tomatoes, they're in a dinner idea I have for you this week. Vanilla essence, that's just I run out when I made the banana muffins, so that's for that. Cumin seed, that's for dinners. Eggs, always get. And then veggie chips, Kelvin. Veggie straws for me. Dynamo washing liquid. Harper's nappies. These are for a dinner idea I'm going to show you. That's just my usual breakfast. Kelvin needed some more multivitamins, so they're here. There's more toothpaste over there. Self-raising flour, because I used all of that in my banana muffin recipe. Brown sugar, I was just close to being out of that. I use that for baking a lot. And there's my apple cider vinegar that I have in the morning. And my muesli bars, Kelvin's muesli bars. And these are for the dogs. And then lastly, dairy slash more fridgy stuff. Sour cream, that's for dinner. Thickened cream, also for the meals I'm going to show you. This is what I have in my coffee. That's my yogurt that I have every morning, my breakfast. Unsalted butter, use that in cooking. And these are for Kelvin's lunches for work. And again, for the dogs. This is the grocery list I took to the supermarket with us. Excuse that on there. But yeah, this is sort of how I do it. Bits and pieces I picked up along the way at the grocery store that wasn't on the list. But yeah, this is for the most part. Obviously you don't always buy things like the laundry liquid, the toothpaste and Colvin's multivitamins, so they obviously put it up. But this shop was at COLES, by the way. This was all done at COLES. That was $255. So yeah, that's roughly around what it costs us. And this here is the meals, the dishes I'm going to show you guys what I do for the week. So Monday we've got chicken stroganoff. This recipe here my mother-in-law cooked one night we were there for dinner. So, and that one's a really good one. I keep coming back to that one. Really good. Tuesday we've got the slow cooker Mexican chicken. Wednesday we've got vegetable bacon and lentil soup. That's what the lentils were for. So that one's a really good one. Thursday we've got the broccoli pesto pasta. That's a favourite of mine. I really love that. But instead of the parmesan cheese, I usually use nutritional yeast. I just like that with the pesto pasta a bit better. Friday is Tuscan chicken rissoles. They're a really good one. They're with the sun-dried tomatoes. So they're just some ideas for you guys. I hope I can give you some inspiration to try these at home. Now for the chicken stroganoff, you'll need 3 garlic cloves, 2 brown onions, 1 teaspoon of paprika, mushrooms, 50 grams of butter, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 25 ml of Worcestershire sauce, 400 grams of chicken breast. I've just used 2 chicken breasts, and 200 grams of sour cream, the juice of 1 lemon. I just used about 7 button mushrooms for this. Calvin's not a huge fan of mushrooms, so I was lucky to get that in. You could use a garlic crusher for the garlic, but I just decided to chop it up this time. Now I've already put some olive oil in the fry pan. Now I'm just putting the mushrooms, onion and garlic in and sauteing that off. And 1 teaspoon of paprika. And now in goes the 50 grams of unsalted butter. Now I'm just adding the 25 ml of Worcestershire sauce. In goes the 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I just diced up the chicken breast and in goes that. And now just the juice of 1 lemon. And lastly, your 200 grams of sour cream. I just serve this with some brown rice and steamed vegetables. It's always a winner in our house. For the slow cooker Mexican chicken, you'll need 2 brown onions, 2 capsicums, 8 chicken thighs or a packet, I used a packet, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of oregano, 300 grams of salsa dip, half a cup of tomato sauce, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of corn flour and a pinch of salt. Here I'm just sort of taking off the yucky bits of the chicken. I'm a bit fussy when it comes to that. In goes the chicken in the slow cooker, giving the produce a bit of a rinse off. You can use any coloured capsicums for this recipe. I liked the look of the yellow and red in this dish this time. I really find having a little bowl off to the side here to put your scraps in is such a really good idea and just gets it all out of the way. Now just put the onion in the slow cooker and give that a bit of a mix around all together. Now for the oregano and the jar of salsa dip. Now in a bowl I'm just putting the 1 cup of tomato sauce, pinch of salt, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin and the 1 teaspoon of corn flour. Give that a stir. You can cook this either on low for 5 hours or high for 3 to 4 hours, and then once it's been cooking that time, add that mixture we just mixed in the bowl and let that cook for another 10 minutes before serving it up. Serve this on a bed of basmati rice. For the lentil soup, you need 2 celery sticks, 2 carrots, red lentils, brown onion, I'm using 2 because my onions are small, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 litre of water, 2 chicken stock cubes, 4 slices of bacon. I'm now just cutting up the 2 carrots. And as you'll see, I used probably 5 garlic cloves because we love garlic, so it's up to you if you want to use more. And I had celery in the freezer from another recipe. It may have actually been this soup. So I'm just using what's in that little Ziploc bag there of the celery for this soup. And again, you could use your garlic crusher, but I couldn't have been bothered using it this day. In a large saucepan, I'm just placing some oil and putting it onto a medium heat and cooking the onion, bacon, garlic, celery and carrot for 2 to 3 minutes until softened. We really enjoy this soup. It's definitely a comfort food. It's just and really filling. Now in goes a cup of lentils and your 2 chicken stock cubes and the 1 litre of water. Then you just want to bring all this to the boil and then turn it down to a simmer and cook uncovered for about 15 minutes. For the pesto pasta, you need 300 grams of dried pasta, 1 lemon zested and juiced, 3 cloves of garlic, head of broccoli, either 40 grams of Parmesan cheese or nutritional yeast I went for in this. Now you're just going to cut that up into little florets, the broccoli, and then I gave it all a rinse off. Now you're just adding your 300 grams of dry pasta and cooking that as per the packet instructions, and then when that's got about 3 minutes left to go, you then want to add your broccoli to cook that down. Drain your pasta and your broccoli off now, and then we'll put that back into the saucepan. Then when that's back in, you're going to put a dash of olive oil in, your 3 cloves of garlic crushed. I used my garlic crusher this time because I wanted it really fine, like a minced garlic. And then you're either going to use your 40 grams of Parmesan cheese or the nutritional yeast like I used. And I used about 3 big heaped tablespoons of that. I took the slack option today and used just the store-bought jar pesto, and I used a whole jar. Then give all that a good stir through together. Tuscan chicken rissoles, you'll need 30 grams of butter, 1/3 of a cup of Parmesan cheese, 1.5 cups of cream, sun-dried tomatoes, half a cup of dried breadcrumbs, 3 cloves of garlic, some dried rosemary, and about 500 grams of chicken mince. I've just got chicken breast that I just minced in the Thermomix, but you could buy the chicken minced already. I'm now just peeling the 3 cloves of garlic, and then I'll finally dice them up, or you could use your garlic mincer if you prefer. So now I'm just grating the Parmesan cheese. If there's one job in the kitchen I hate, it is grating cheese with the grater. I just absolutely hate it. If Kelvin's home, I'll always get him to do it every time. I'm now just roughly chopping up the sun-dried tomatoes. We don't mind if they're still a bit whole in the meatball, so it's entirely up to you. Now in goes the cup of dried breadcrumbs, the 2 teaspoons of rosemary, and about half of the Parmesan cheese, as I'm going to keep the other half to put into the sauce a bit later on. Then in goes the sun-dried tomatoes. Here I'm just finely dicing 3 cloves of garlic. We'll use 2 cloves of garlic in the meatballs, and then the other clove will go in the sauce. I'm now just giving my hands another good wash, because I'm going to use my hands to mix up the meatball mixture. It's up to you how big you roll the meatballs, what size you prefer them. I rolled them at this size and it made about 14 meatballs. Just putting about a tablespoon of olive oil in the fry pan. Now you just want to cook the meatballs on either side for about 2 to 3 minutes, or until they're brown. Now at this stage you have a choice to take the meatballs out before we put the other ingredients in, but come Friday after cooking home cooked meals all week, if you're anything like me, you're pretty well over it. So I just sort of took the slack option and left the meatballs in there and added the garlic. Now I'm adding the sun-dried tomatoes and rosemary and let that all cook together for about a minute. After you add the cream, bring to the boil, then reduce heat and stir through Parmesan cheese. And I like to get greens into meals where I can, so I just roughly ripped up some baby spinach and added that to let that wilt down. I really hoped you enjoyed this style of video. If you did, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. If you do try any of these easy healthy meals, leave me a comment down below. See you in my next video. Bye for now.